Hi, Karen. How are you? Welcome to Craft Therapy Thursdays. Y'all. Y'all, it said my firewall was off. Hey, I was. Look at you. Were you on tonight? Listen, I was trying to do all of the things today, but I was looking to call you today, Martinette, to see if we can have our monthly or weekly or however many we chat, our random chat. I haven't spoken to you since Craft and Connect weekend, but that it motivated me to do a whole lot of things, which is why I'm tired as hell today. But it's craft therapy, so it was no pressure. I'm supposed to come over here and have a good time and relax, okay? But baby, it's been an interesting. I won't even say just today. It's been an interesting week since Thursday. But I'm happy that you're here. I could show it. I wanted some people to come in here so I could show them why I'm late and show them what I was doing because y'all inner nephew was over here hammering something for me and I did not want to be distracted. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Friday. Tomorrow, I'll be free after 5, probably even after 4. I would say after 5. I would definitely say after 4. I'm gonna go out tomorrow and brave these streets in the morning to go to IKEA. So I have a run to make to my office in the morning to pick up my things. And then I'll be already downtown. So I will go and yeah, send me a message because I'm gonna go to IKEA tomorrow. I'm gonna show you why I'm gonna be going to IKEA. Um I really put my foot down and started to take myself seriously in this uh area of the house known as the crafty playground, aka the basement, aka my shame. Not anymore. It's about to become a place of solitude and connection for somebody. Yeah, the Lord with the T girl. So, um, what I started to do last week, I finally had someone to come through. Remember, I told you somebody was going to come and do a walkthrough. She sent her assistant, and we did a walkthrough about 2 weeks ago about what I could do to start because I was just overwhelmed. And today is no exception. I'm overwhelmed, but it's in a good way. I'm overwhelmed because I finally pull all this stuff out. You know how you're doing with your things, girl? Martinette, my brain is just tired from looking at stuff. So I'm not sure how much craft therapy we are going to get done. But I know I need it. So I had been showing everybody the progress. You wouldn't know the difference. And as a matter of fact, what it's going to look like is going to look worse in here because I pulled everything out. But in order and to be in order for transparency's sake, how about that? For transparency and accountability, yes, I'm looking forward to that. But I've taken so much stuff out because I had to rearrange the space to make room for people. So I'll give you a little mini walkthrough, even though you don't know what it was like before. I think some of my other craftmates knew what it was like before. So hold your eyes. I'm taking it off. So this has been moved. All of this is, believe it or not, this is candle things. All of this, which was over here, but I took everything out because this is now going to become a candle corner here, right? And I have another piece like this, two pieces like this coming through this weekend. So it will be this, all of this candle stuff will be hidden in there because I'm going to have two of these. And so all of this stuff will not be in front of you like this. Um, yes. And so I just started pulling stuff out, baby. And okay, so I know it's not going to seem like I did accomplish anything because, I came back downstairs. I'm like, it's worse in here than when I found it. But this piece was over here along with that bookcase. So what I did was relocate the things that were going to be stamping. And Angela had to come over here today to show me something that was obvious. I'll show you that in a minute. So I have another piece to go right here. I think this piece is going right there. But Jacob had to come back in here. We had to all this is a modular unit that I got from Amazon probably about 8 or 9 years ago. And all it really is pieces like this. In this. Cheap enough, right? But when you move it around too much, so what we did today, I had him come back in here and reassemble it for me. And I took a couple of pieces out, but I also had him, we had to come back and I'm going to finish this tomorrow. We had to super glue some pieces. So he had to come back in here and do it because you have to use a mallet to put the pieces in. So he was in here kind of hammering a bit. And so I didn't come on time. This, of course, I got this weekend. This is from Kyoko. That's me and Melzy from when I broke my toe. Look, she got the little band-aid on there. And look at our skates. And look at our hats. You see? Every time I see it, I'm tired as hell. It just makes me giggle. So the beautiful thing about this mostly is that most of the things were already organized. Like the vinyl was in there, the specialty vinyl was in there. It's just that there are other specialty vinyl pieces that weren't in there that now I have to put in there. But I separate, these are like, that's like iron on vinyl, regular vinyl. And so you already know Sunday when you all come back for picnic Sunday, I'm just gonna be pulling this stuff out and I'll just have y'all pick a hey Melly Mel. Hey Mellinger, Mel, look. She don't this is not where it's gonna live, but I see, right. I got it moved. I moved it, and remember I told you it was gonna have pieces over here. I could only we could only move one today, but I have two more coming that will be here and here, and all of this stuff is gonna go away. Well, I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of it. want to stay out of it. So yes, we got it moved. But Jacob, that's why I'm late because Jacob was in here he was hammering because he had to go back and put some more pieces in here because they started getting a little wobbly. But anyway, we put some super glue on it, but tomorrow I ran out of E6000, so I'm going to put something on here to kind of make them a little bit more solid because people are going to be handling them, not just me. I'm proud of him too because girl, you know what happened, Mel? Let me tell you about my son because he's a son. I told him that you were going to have to start from the bottom and go up because each piece counts. Like you can't just miss. All four pieces have to be in there. You want them solid. But you know what he did? He just, oh, you were. So you had a show, Martinette. We hadn't seen you in the past couple weeks. Girl, what you sell? You have some more stuff in your store? What you got? Um, Mel, I was just telling her I'm tired as hell. But I just wanted to hold myself accountable and pull out. I'm not ashamed anymore because I'm making progress. So two of these are going to be in an L shape from over here. They're going to be another one, and all of this candle stuff I'm going to have there. So I know it looks like I didn't accomplish anything, but look, this is why I'm overwhelmed. Now, so what I start to do is I just separate these paper from cardstock, but all of these are non-Stampin' Up paper. Isn't this crazy? This is crazy. All of this is 12 by 12 cardstock, and that's not all. I have enough to fill this whole thing, but oh, you switched oh, I didn't know you were on Fridays. Okay. I'm gonna have to bookmark. And so it's a commercial grade thing. So in addition to that, I'll be able to probably put my thinking about putting a Cricut over here because I have a card for resin. I have a resin card over there, but this is a commercial kind of thing, and I have two more of them coming. This is just specialty like cardstock, like a glimmer and foil cardstock. Okay, so you were just on Fridays for a little bit. And this, I have to figure out how I'm going to store the non-Stampin' Up 8.5 by 11 cards. So I feel like when people come over, they can just go through here and just pull out whatever they want. This is divided cardstock in the back and paper in the front. So that was the thing, Mel. You would be proud of me. And so all of those things are in the right place. I still have to go through this because all of this, believe it or not, is adhesive stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all some of my shameful moments. So this, y'all see that? Not even open. The reason that this is with it is because it needs a vacuum to work it, and I still had this. I didn't. This is from an old vacuum that we were getting ready to throw away because we got a new one. So yes, Mel, when you come over, you'll know the lay of the land. That's still the same, and I moved this piece from over there. Well, I might label it because on top of that, I'm going to put something on top of here. I don't know because of course when I use this over here, it's going to be for candle stuff. So I have to put some type of maybe some wallpaper or some contact paper or something on top. But it would be cute to kind of decorate that depending on what we do. Yeah, that's bad, man. That's not even a half. Okay, so now I move this is my Stampin' Up little space. Well, this is all stamping area. And this is what had happened. What happened was remember I put this I already had moved this bookshelf over here. And when I moved the bookshelf, I was like, well, that means the stamping stuff is gonna have to go here. And Angelette came over, she was like, well, why can't you put that stuff right here next to the shelf? And I was like, I don't think it's gonna fit. Took the measurements and it fit perfectly. So this is where we're gonna have um, you know, you know what I'm trying to say. Girl, I'm not ashamed, okay? Let me start by saying that. Take a deep breath. All of this is non-stamping up stuff, okay? All of this is non-stamping. Uh, this is, I, girl, this is so full. It's stickers and I don't, girl, I don't even know. I was scared to, anyway, look at this. This was, I think, was flock. Yeah, that's flocking stuff. Girl, I had gotten so tired of seeing stuff today. I was like, girl, this is, oh my God. This one, that the handle broke on this is so heavy. I'm trying to pull this. This is the worst one. Look at this. That is all like chipboard, letters, chipboard pieces, covers for the like tags. This is like to cover the chipboard. Hey, Appleette. Y'all, 3 apples in the chat for Appleette. So, Appleette, I was telling them that when you came over today, I had to let you hijack my brain. And I wanted, look what you did. So, remember the piece we measured? This is the piece we measured. And it fit perfectly. So, we got our stamping stuff next to the stamping stuff. This is stamping up stuff. And of course, this is where we'll be doing some embossing stuff. So of course, this is where it started. No, actually, this is where it started. Y'all, and a nephew put these up, the tracks for me to separate the area. And so I'm going to IKEA tomorrow before traffic gets really bad because I have to go downtown to pick up my work stuff. And so I'm going to get about 4 more panels, 2 in a pack. So I'm going to get 4 panels of this to put so he can put it all around here and it makes it more fluffy. And then y'all don't want to see whatever else is going on that side because there's no progress behind me. But that's what we have going on. And Jacob was in here hammering a while ago, so that I didn't want y'all to hear him in here hammering. So welcome to Craft Therapy. We're on Thursdays. Y'all know the drill. We have something to drink, something to light, and something to craft. However, I don't know what we're going to be doing tonight because I'm tired. So, but craft therapy is not even about the journey, and it's not even about the end product. It's about the journey. So, what I'm about to do right now is turn one of these lights down so I can calm my brain down because my nervous system is like, ah. Because if I look over here anymore, I'm going to be looking at what I haven't done yet. So, it's craft therapy, and craft therapy means we came over here to chill. So, Craft Therapy Thursdays, where we bring something to drink, something to light, and something to craft. So, the only caveat over here is when we craft, you have to make sure it's something that you craft for you. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to get right down to it. What do I have to drink? It's in this glass. And when I tell you this is on the rocks, it's on the rocks. Actually, it's melted a little bit. It's on the rocks. What is this, you ask? The last bit of this peach Jim Beam. That's what kind of day it has been today. Yeah, apple juice, peach apple juice. Okay. So this is the last bit. So it must have been for me. And now I can put this in the trash. Okay. So that's what I have to drink. What I have lit, um, Artistic Fusion, we had this event at Trilliff last October, a fall festival. And this is one of the candles that was in the make and take for the patrons. This one is called Autumn Sugar Plum. And it does smell like the sweetest part of autumn. And autumn is not my favorite part of the year, even though it's my birthday time. But I know that we are, as crafters, are starting on our fall projects because Hobby Lobby says so. So I was like, okay, why not? Oh, why you, girl? I should. Well, listen, you should have told me. I'd have got Jacob. Yeah, stay hydrated, my friend. So y'all know who's here. We do have Peaches here. She got a that was some cherry cobbler when I was in here the other day. She just said, but yeah, Peaches is here for craft professionals. She still smells good. She still smells good. And if you don't have any craft professionals, you can just come over here and chill. So that's what I have to drink. That's what I have lit. And what do I have to craft? For me, it is definitely for me. Our friend Celeste in here. Hey, Melissa. What you doing? Girl, Melissa, Zuri went to be with my mom yesterday. So that means I'm trying to be good, girl. I had to hide your stuff from myself because I really want to open that box. That's cool. I was watching her earlier, but I had to come over here and be hold up to my responsibilities and have craft therapy Thursday because I need craft therapy tonight because my nervous system is jumping up and down because look, I made a little bit of progress. That little piece over there, Melissa, all craft paper at the top. So that's okay. You don't have to be sorry, girl. So my craft therapy tonight is going to be participating in some kind of way in Butterfly Bingo, courtesy of Celeste. Thank you, Melissa. I It feels a bit like a relief when I can share that with my friends because I know you all can relate. I used to be so ashamed out here. And you know how sometimes when you're in the middle of something, it has to look worse before it looks better because you had everything hidden away. That's what it felt like. But I'm going to have some really cool things for you all to pick over when I go for Picnic Sunday. Make sure you all come back for Picnic Sunday because I may just let you all pick one of those bins and I just open it. Because, girl, I got so tired of seeing my brain is hurting today from seeing crap supplies. Girl, look, I saw contracts. You see the date on this? It's been a ride. So, for my therapy today, I went and put because we have butterfly bingo. I went and pulled out one of my old school Stampin' Up stamps. You been all over today? You know what? And you know ADHD mixed with menopause and probably I don't know how autism speaks to it, but I'm sure like your brain is probably foggy a lot. Now you gotta file that. You gotta journal that. And you have to journal the fact that you found it 30 years, 25 years later. What is it? Five? God, it's years old because he's 25. He was in kindergarten. Yeah, Melissa, I'm gonna pray extra for you, baby, because woof, it's rough. So let me I'm trying to get my what is this? See how my brain is doing? What is the thing that you call that you put the phone in, y'all? I am trying to fix it. I am trying to fix it. The It's not a selfie stick. Y'all know it's very simple what I'm trying to say. Y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. You been over there finding stuff? Angela, I can imagine. But I think that's a part of why we were running, right? All of us run for different reasons, and you are no exception. And that's one of the, that's just a process. Every time I think about, it's just a process. And sometimes it feels better when we sit and stuff. Um, I'm just trying to make sure this is right because y'all know I'm clumsy and me and technology are a thing. How about that? So Mel, so when we say it sometimes it takes forever, do you think that's one of those things that we need to learn about the process, about trusting the process, you know? Because we always worry, we always think that there's an end to something and that there's a final destination, or, you know, the world teaches us that there's supposed to be something in that. But I think I struggle with that too. See, this is a great craft professional. Sometimes it's easy to just move through things instead of no move around things, right? Y'all, I took my Stamparatus out because I, since my fingers have been giving me more of a problem this past year or so, and the better ways to work with stamps and things. Now, I love this. The only thing is, it's too big for every stamp platform that I have. This is great because it. Let me read this. Something that comes up and reminds you that they aren't there. Mm-hmm. I think, I just think it's a process. And I think the older I get, I don't know, it seems like life is just a bunch of processes. And it seems like you have to try to find your joy in the processes because it's like you're thinking that this is an, you're thinking, I guess we think like once I do A, B, and C, then this is going to happen and something miraculous is going to show up. But the miracle is how you change in the process, I guess. And you don't look back to see how much you've changed. Hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, that's a part of you. You can't throw away a part. You can't. Girl, I don't want to cry this evening. You can't. It's a part. It's no. I just think it's just a process. And I think we just go about thinking that there's an end to something, like there's going to be this grand something. And no, it's really like, no, you have to reach and try to find the joy because joy is not going to come down to you, right? That's what I've learned too. I thought that if you did everything right, no, it's not even a sad cry. It's sometimes it's a release cry, you know? Sometimes it's a release cry because again, all the part of the process. I'm not good at like I thought that like a linear way. I don't need to cry or do these things, but I think I found myself even crying more in these maybe this past couple of years, I guess. Because that's just an experience. Like I don't think animals really emotionally cry, right? So it's just we're just it's just we're here to experience this whole experience. And a lot of times I think I out a lot of times I experience things. I wasted a lot of my life just kind of not feeling things, right? Not feeling because I thought that the only good feeling in the world was just happiness or go- G, joy or glee or just positive, you know. Oh yeah, let me let y'all. This is craft therapy. If I don't even do nothing, I want to read y'all chat, y'all cat. Mmm, odd little things, but look at how your grandparents made that impression upon you, and it's something that no one else will experience with them but you. That experience is unique to you. Yeah. Mm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. But y'all so good. Mm. Oh, Angela, I would have came down there and helped you. You should have said something. Cause I could have stopped what I was doing. I didn't know you were doing that. Sit in it though. See this kind of stuff, even something as simple as this, which I am going to journal, right? This came a time when I was, okay, y'all know I love candle making. And this was before I had Jacob. Jacob was born in 2009. And that was during a time when I was really into candle making, and I had the contract that I had at the military base. Fort McPherson is closed now, but during the winters, during the fall and winter, I would for 2 years I would go over there on base because I had a friend who was former military, and I would sell candles there. When I looked at that, I was like, oh my God. See, that's not something that really would have jumped out at me in my life. Mm-hmm. Mm. Don't force it if you can avoid it. I don't know. Hmm. You do. You do have to do that, Angela. And now that you mention that, I'm going to keep that in my brain. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in my brain because just like you said, too, you're a bridge, right? And because you're a bridge, you're dealing with bridge things at the same time. You're dealing with the two things that you're a bridge for at the same time. But um you remember earlier today when you were talking about that journal and getting that information that you got from your family, right? Maybe it is a time. Maybe I'm not supposed to be there. Maybe this is a time for you to reflect and document. And the beautiful thing about all this beautiful stuff that you got now, girl, you can document and decorate at the same time. You can document and craft, like literally a craft journal, just literally a journal. And I think I told you I was working with our little book. I'm going to show y'all my book, but it's upstairs in my bedroom. Maybe next time I'll show you doing craft therapy. But it's a process. And yeah, digital frames, that's true. But then I get scared about digital frames because, like, I saw a picture earlier today. I came across this is another thing that happened. A picture with my mom and my oldest. And when I look at my oldest, him and like Jacob kind of looks like they looked alike when they were little, and I forgot how much that was a thing. Hey, Gemma girl, welcome to Craft Therapy. We were having craft professionals talking to Peaches. At least I was talking to Peaches and y'all, and we were just talking about processing things and how sometimes, even though I can't speak for everybody, run from things. I run to crafting from things, but I realized today when I was doing this transition that you all will see on Sunday when you come back, because I am showing it. for the first 10 minutes or so, I'm doing a walkthrough every time I come on here to hold myself accountable. But we got to that because I wound up pulling out so many things. And I kept asking myself, girl, what is wrong with you? Why do you? Let me show you something. Why, y'all? Tell me if this makes sense. Why do I have two of these? Why? Why? Why do I have two of them? Tell me why. Why? Why? Can you tell me why? Y'all are crafters. Tell me why. Right. Again, you know what? I thought about it. Maybe I got them because I wanted all of one bead in one color. I don't know because I think it comes with three bowls or something. Maybe I want. I don't know. But I know that's not necessary because ask me how many times I use it. Now I may be able to use it or be want to use it because it will help me with beading, obviously. But I haven't even been making a lot of jewelry because I get frustrated about the tying and it's healthy for my fingers as physical therapy, but I don't necessarily like doing it. And so that brings me to what's going to be happening on Picnic Sundays now because I'm just gonna basically pull out leave those things out, not even pull them out. 'Cause I'm definitely not gonna put them back away because that was an issue in the first place. And sometimes I think maybe I was stuffing my feelings into these little boxes and nooks and crannies. What do y'all think? Angelette. And I, y'all, I showed Angela a stack of 4x6 and 6x6. This was not even Stampin' Up stuff at all. The beautiful thing about the Stampin' Up stuff was that because I've been recently into it, it was kind of already, I had pulled it back out. And so it was already organized somewhat. This stuff was just, oh my God. And so made a joke with Angela today, and I said, "Girl, I'm about to put you to work. I will put her to work eventually, but something about this part, much like what you're doing, Angela, there's something about this part that it's kind of like peeing. You ever had to go to the bathroom real bad while you were doing something you wish somebody could go for you? Nobody can do it but you. Y'all, I'm crazy. Nobody can do it but you. And nobody was going to have that moment of you have two beat a beady whatever that is I just showed you. Girl, I think those things even run by batteries. When I open those batteries are it probably isn't any good because it's been sitting in there for I don't know how long. So, oh, see, that's the feeling. I like to see that, Gemma girl. Pretty papers. And I think, oh, girl, I left it upstairs, y'all. Mail, I got your card today. Oh my God, did y'all see? Okay, I'm not gonna show it then. It's a good thing it's upstairs, girl, because my impulses, I would have been impulsive and pulled it right on out. But because other people on here want to be surprised too, I'm not. Oh my God. Oh, Sonya. Y'all, Mel is damn near a seamstress when it comes to these dresses. If you don't, y'all need to get you a Mel. Even if you didn't get you an ATC from her card this month, y'all need to get y'all a Mel dress and have her sign it because their signature dresses, they're all the rage in these streets. It is so. Again, it made me say, "Oh my God!" But y'all know I'm a child. However. it felt like I was just stuffing my feelings. And so the beautiful thing about this space is when I see it, always saw it. I think I got sidetracked because you all are my craft mates and you all are my, like, you understand this, right? You all are like, y'all like me. Yeah, y'all like my tribe. And so you understand this. But all the space, and it was me thinking I could still make a lot of stuff and sell a lot of stuff, but I think that's not what it was for. So I needed to make room for people who may not be avid crafters, who just want to come to a space, a safe space, and just whatever they feel like doing, they just do it. And so I know all of the paper that is in there, that whole first, when I went through that today, after I got over the shame of how much it was, I looked at it and revisualized it and started seeing it with people using it and people flipping through there and getting the same feeling that I got when I bought it. Like, oh, this is cute. Oh, this is pretty. And showing them that they could use it to make something pretty or save their memories, or again, the process, and watch them have the process, because realistically I'm not going to be able to make a whole bunch of things anyway. What are y'all talking about? Oh, Sonya posted. Oh my god. Okay, yes. Mel, your fingers are not about to be arthritic. And I just, and this, y'all are my craft mates on this level where I just like, okay. But what was reaffirmed to me, confirmed, when my sister-in-law came in here the other day with Zuri, and also having Zuri in here as I started to come back into the space, is that that's what it's for. It's for, um if Angelette, just, even though Angelette's house is full of all the, Angelette has, she says, I don't know how true this is, Three Apples in the chat. Three Apples says she has more stuff than me, stuff somewhere. Now, she's saying she's unpacking from a whole bunch of other stuff, but she was talking to me today about craft supplies. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm about to plug up my phone. Mellinger, I plugged it up. Look, it's on 66%. So, when I want to be that space, right? I told them eventually, once I get it the way I want it to, hopefully it will be that way by fall when people are going back in the house. If I make enough money, y'all, the person that came through today, the other day, she was like, no, I can't tell y'all what it is because I want to jinx it. But hopefully it could be something that people can contribute to in a healthy way, and I won't have to look at all of this stuff, and I won't have to stuff this stuff away. Cause, and let me tell you what happened today too. Funny that I just thought about that. I have to call her. Today I went to a restore. It's called a Salvation. It's a restore, and that's where I get some of this pieces from. I saw a really cute sofa in there, but I need a table, so they didn't have it. But as we were standing in line talking about it, these ladies were buying up a lot of cute stuff. It's like a furniture. They have repurposed things, from like office people or things that's second or third market things. Like, they're good for, like, when I remember I used to go when I was helping my husband rehab houses or whatever. We would go there to get stuff. But anyway, while we was kind of just talking as women do, I ran into the lady that was behind me. She was asking my opinion on something, and we started talking. And she was an avid crafter. Now, she lives a good distance away from me. She said, but let me ask you something. And I told her what I was doing. She said, like, I have a lot of, can I donate some craft supplies? I was like, what do you mean? She said, I have everything already color coordinated and I'm just destashing. She said, I know you're destashing too because you're telling me that. But I have like pay. I said, she said she does crochet and something else. I said, she said, but I have paper like already color coordinated, already separated. You know, she said, my kids are adults now and I'm just kind of clearing things out and moving to the next level. And I have too much stuff. Now, I didn't just accept it per se. She said, I don't need you to just take it. She said, I want you to make sure you use it so I could just bring it a little bit at a time and I could meet you someplace. And she said, I won't be offended. You can just go through it, flip through it. Hey, Purple. What's up, Kyoko? Kyoko, look. That's not where it's going to live, but look. Girl, Kyoko, I wish you were here, girl. I need so much. But no, it's not time for you to be here yet because we were just talking about stuffing things and uncluttering things. So I think maybe at least if we're gonna be here, Purple. When are you gonna come over here? Didn't you tell me you will work for like a meal or something? Now this part was necessary for me to do because it was just about me unpacking a lot of things, and so in this season of reorganization and transitions and hopefully growth for me and opening my heart and my space, I needed to go through these things and figure out why I had two or three of us. It's crazy, baby. It's really bad. Really bad. And I have not even gotten to my Stampin' Up things. My candle things are just a whole wall. I will get to those because I have to get to other pieces. But I did make some progress today, but it was also mental and emotional progress because I went down memory lane. This right here is before my son was even born. I was showing him this contract, but you have to get it out. And so I printed my butterfly bingo sheet because I had not started it yet, and I'm a butterfly person. And as soon as I saw that we could use splatters, I'm gonna do my bingo. Of course, I'm not gonna do all five of these tonight, but I figured I would pull out my Stamparatus, my old school Stamparatus, and stamp some butterflies with this old school stamp set. This is called Watercolor Wings, and you can see it is well used. It is well used. For the most part, I was able to because this when you see me stamp this, it's such a it's watercolor. So it's one of those things, and you can tell this stamp set is really old. You can tell I always kind of love this type of thing with like it's watercolor, so it's kind of shabby chic, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So my thing was I used to just freestyle this. I didn't use my Stamparatus to do this, but that was when my fingers were a little bit better. So we could try it both ways tonight. Um, and let me see what colors y'all can tell me what colors we want to try. Pull this out. So I just have a couple of things here. This is a piece of manila folder, of course. And this cut, this was just an old poster board piece. These are pieces that were laying around because, of course, I was cleaning up today. I wasn't cleaning up, girl. Kyoko, when I started, but I was just telling people that sometimes that's how life is too. You got to get dirty and messy before you even think about cleaning up, I guess. Because, girl, I'm so tired. I need a crap therapy tonight to just get my brain back on track. I see is everybody, and y'all know we got to get up tomorrow. Does anybody know what time we got to start tomorrow? I know Karen isn't coming on until late, like 8, 7. And so we're going to be on the whatnot streets tomorrow. Where we going? What we doing, girl? What time? Because y'all know I'm not on whatnot like that. So and tomorrow I have a lot of stuff to do. But I'm gonna be home by 4 o'clock though. But tomorrow I'm going to the IKEA. I'm going to IKEA and I have to do something for my job that I usually have to do every 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be downtown ATL tomorrow. I'm just I think I cut that crooked, but we can straighten it up later. I just wanted to make it one piece. Unique. Adrian, what are you doing? Hey, y'all. Hey, I sound so country. I sound like a hick, didn't I? Welcome to Craft Therapy Thursdays. I was just sitting here telling the ladies that I needed craft therapy. I was doing a craft fashional with Peaches one time for Peaches. Y'all throw some peaches in the chat for Peaches. She still smell good too. She take all craft fashionals. I was telling them about the day that I had emotional about unpacking all this stuff. Y'all, I've been on a mission since Thursday. Me and Jacob put some curtain tracks up. I had one more to do. We've been moving furniture. We picked up furniture today. Y'all, I was picking up heavy stuff. Me and my baby, we made it work. Um, so I was just asking them what time we were going to be on tomorrow because I have some stuff I need to do my job and I was getting some things for the space. I know we're going to be on it. Everybody will be here at 7. Oh, y'all did karaoke? I was in here. Listen, I was in here. Thank you. Karen, are you nervous? Did she go away, y'all? Because y'all know Karen got to, it's like Rocky. When you have a big day, you got to go to sleep early. You have to eat you a good meal. You got to go to bed early. You have to be like, ready. You got to be in fighting shape. Are you in fighting shape, girl? Because if so, you need to go to bed. If not, you need to go to bed. Okay, well, listen, I'm just gonna do my bingo. I'm gonna do a couple of these bingos on here. As soon as I saw splatters, it was a no-brainer. And I have this old school Stampin' Up set that I said I stamp freestyle. It used to have to have a stamp positioner for it. You could, and I'm gonna open it, and y'all gonna see how well loved this is. Look, this is gonna be a time when we really see how tough Stampin' Up stamps are because baby. She is used. Yeah, that, yeah. Um, so yeah, these are three. You don't have to use all three of the layers, but these are 3-layer stamps. And since I have a butterfly challenge, I may be able to get 2 of these challenges. One, I may be able to a butterfly and fussy cut one. Definitely we could do this. And actually, let me ask this. Let me ask y'all this, what you think. Do you think layering a butterfly could be like physical paper, or can I just layer it like with stamps? It should count for 2, right? I should count for 2 spaces. Oh yeah, it was in school. It's in school. Remember, she brought up the other night in the Zoom. I was there for a little bit in the Zoom the other night. Karen, you better not be working on First of all, I left you about an hour ago. So you were Oh yeah, you were doing people's names then. That journal. Girl, you better go to bed. Ooh. Oh yeah, silly. Y'all so silly. Angela said. That sounds so So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me get some since I've cut the pieces here. Let's get some stamping blocks. Let me see if my fingers still know how to stamp without the positioner. Let's see. The reason that I like this Stampin' Up stamp set back in the day was because, well, 2 things. It's really cute to embossed. Like this, if you got some of this, I had some Versamark. Girl, let me tell you something. You see this? This is the type of stuff I was doing. This isn't even open. It's probably dry. It, girl, today was, I just couldn't believe myself. And I think that's why I'm tired, because my brain was just, first of all, my brain was overwhelmed by looking at so much stuff. But then my emotions were overwhelmed because it was like, girl, why do you have all what? It was rough. It was rough, rough. It was rough. I was like, girl, why would you do that? Like, so when tell you all this week, when I start pulling this stuff out, I mean, piles and piles of like chipboard and for that foil Karen was used. It's a whole bin over there full of foil and Dollar Tree. I don't know why I bought all this Dollar Tree vinyl. I knew it wasn't good the second time I used it. Girl, it's oh my God. But I figured I could use the Dollar Tree vinyl on like paper. We'll see. The iron on or stuff, girl, it was, boy, it was bad. So it was bad. But y'all are my craft mates. And in order for me to make room in this space for what the big homie told me I was supposed to do, then I have to make room. But I don't, I, it was rough. It was rough. That's all I can tell you. It was just rough having the experience. Because I had to pull everything. In order for you to move furniture, you have to move everything out of the way. You have to move everything out of the way. To see, some of this had dust on it, so I'm just using this to wipe the back of it off so it can stick better to the stamp, to the block. Yeah, that's what I do call him. Y'all know I'm silly, but yeah, I have a name for everybody. Yeah, the big homie. He pulls me up sometimes. He'll pull up. Sometimes he'll pull up on me and ask me where I've been and why he hasn't seen me in a minute. And I'm like, you know what, God? I ain't gonna hold you. You right. That's why he's my homie. Ah, the big homie. Nobody else has a name for, their spirit person, their spirit entity, the God. I'm just trying to make sure that this is completely on here, y'all. So, how this goes for me, this is me. Y'all know my brain is a little different. So how I always differentiated how I want to stamp my Stampin' Up! Layers like this. I'm just, again, these have been sitting a bit, so I'm just dusting them off. But how I generally do this is I call it the bones, like the skeleton, and then the flesh. The cells, the skeleton, and the body, right? So, and this one is three. Let me also say this too. You do not have to use all three of these. In other words, when I say the skeletons tend to be the pieces that have the most detail in them. Let me get this. This is detailed, and this is detailed. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, let's show it from here. This one. That is this one. And this is more detailed. And this has the least amount of detail. So this would be the body. And how I differentiate, what makes me tell you that is so that is that I generally stamp the skeletons in the darkest color. Also, y'all, my brain is fried too. So this is real craft therapy. I told y'all. Let me show y'all what y'all drinking. You know we gotta have something to drink, something to light, and something to craft. What y'all crafting? What y'all doing? We just came over from Karen's house where y'all just over there ooh and ah like me. I had to empty my bottle of peach Jim Beam. That's how rough it was in here today. And it's on the rocks, but it's only this much. It's actually melted. Mel, this is apple juice, right? That's what me and Mel. That's what the Mellinger said. Oh, you got wood out, Gemma girl. Ooh, what are you gonna do with wood? Oof. Coke. All right. All right. Oh, let me see. Let me go back up in here. There's Lise with the girl. Janae, you still don't have a printer? Oh. Oh yeah, you can just take a screen. Y'all don't read in the chat. That's all. Cause y'all know I always forget to read chat. She said you had those little house-shaped pieces of wood in the business. Mm. Are you gonna paint them? Okay, so y'all, let's see. This is just a piece of poster board, and I'm trying to feel out which side is the, because y'all know sometimes the poster board has that shiny side with whatever that is on it. So, where's my? There it is. So y'all, my carousel is full. So until I get me a new carousel, this is how I've been keeping some of my Stampin' Up inks. Um, and we'll go with, we need one dark. We'll go with chocolate chip because this is what I got my hands on right then. And we want, try to something new. No, it's not Melon Mambo. Let's see. Let's do, I want to do, that's pumpkin pie. What y'all want to do? Pumpkin pie and peach pie? Or y'all want to do greens? We can do granny apple and I don't like those. You want to do granny apple and call me Clover? Or I wish I had crushed curry in here. That used to be a fan favorite. So I go with this, and then let's go with the peach pie and the pumpkin pie with the. Let's see. We'll do that. If not, we got options, and we got the other options over there on the carousel. So I also have some early espresso. I got others. I have options, y'all. Options. So we're gonna do this freestyle without the positioner. We always start with the darkest color first, which is chocolate chip. And with the chocolate chip, I think I want to do the most detail, which is this one. So we have a Stampin' Up pad, so we only need to tap. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. All right. Right. I should have closed the door upstairs. Y'all might hear Jacob. on that freaking game. Girl, let me tell y'all something too. Baby, this is when I sound like I'm about to give you some gossip. The school sent the notice the other day, baby, that the kids cannot have their phones at school, period, till the end of the day. I don't know why I'm so giddy about that. It's just he's in 12th grade, fine. But baby, do you understand that these babies are walking around with a complete dopamine hit all day, including him, including us? But the kids, man. Mm. You know, but you know what? I'm not mad because also that makes the teachers have to be more accountable too, because they can't just, yeah, yeah. I don't know why that made me giddy. I shouldn't be that, but they should not have electronics with them all day. How can you learn? They say we're getting to a place where a lot of us are not literate anymore. Okay, this is just I can't. I think I got this from. Maybe I got this from Amazon. I don't know. Yeah, I did. This is just something that holds the paper instead of me using magnets, right? So I took this out so I could see this. It's been a while since I stamped with it, so I'm just gonna see here what is stamping, what it's looking for. Okay, so this is chocolate chip, and because this is a Stampin' Up ink pad, and I look at it from that perspective too. So here we go. Now this is freestyling, y'all, and I'm not mashing it. I'm just pressing it in to make sure we get even coverage. And because this also helps me with having some type of buoyant something underneath it, like a pad, some padding underneath it. And I just let it sit for a second because I like the paper to soak up some of the ink. Okay. And there you go. Because I'm a good stamp citizen. All right. So then I go with the next color is going to be the second level of detail, which is the dark. This is the second darkest color. And you could do this in reverse too with the lightest to the darkest as well. So this is the pumpkin pie, which is darker than the peach pie. And this has detail here. So I'm going to tap, 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 rub and tap. Sometimes even if you have the propensity or when your impulse is to just press it, just rub it and flip it over because you'll be able to see. Okay. All right. This is freestyling, y'all. Trying to line it up. And mind you, I'm trying to do this from behind this camera too. So again, I'm just even pressure and letting the paper soak it in. I just took a sip. Okay. There we go. I pushed it down hard, but that's fine. Okay. And this is my final color, which is peach. And for the peach, which is the body, I'm going to get the one with the least amount of detail. And because this is a watercolor stamp, it's forgiving. I believe this, whatever this is, it's underneath the butterfly and the stamp. Something got on it right there. But again, this is peach pie, which is lighter. it's This pad is also. I might have to stamp this off too, because this pad, it seems like I just re-inked this pad too. So I'm going to make sure it's not too dark. So I'm going to stamp off. This is also what's great about these stamping. This is why I give you all these sheets when we have these classes, is because you can always just stamp. They're good they're for taking notes or just stamping off so you can see how something is going to come out or how much pressure or what have you. So, oh yeah, that's going to be lighter. Okay. And again, this is stamp set is called watercolor butterfly. So it's not this. Uh-oh, I put it down too quick. But that's okay. Let it soak in. Let's see what we got. Y'all, I forgot to get the little body right here, so I'm gonna mount that. This is it. Y'all, girl, y'all could tell. Y'all could tell I really did love butterflies. I use this to death. This is bad. And I think there is also, if I'm not mistaken, there is a die cut set to this. But since this is the bigger one, we can fussy cut it. Okay, this is not gonna be. Thought this was gonna be big enough. Well, it could be big enough if I do it diagonal like this. And again. So y'all ready for the reveal here? So that's your dimension. See how this is lighter? Now, y'all, that's me freestyling. Happy Notes, you still in here? They looking. I can't remember. This is old. I think this is actually one of the first Stampin' Up ones that I got. But I love butterflies though. But you can do this in any host of colors, uh, of course. Uh, so I'm gonna go back to my chocolate chip and tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now this is me freestyling, y'all. Now you can get a stamp positioner. Oh, I rocked it. There you go. Let's pick it up. So you can see the dimension. Those are 3 different colors. And this was me. I can get a stamp positioner, y'all. And it's designed to be kind of, it's designed to be watercolorish. Now, what I can do is get a really, and you can see here where it's the light and the dark on here with that piece. The set is called Watercolor Wings. And I also liked it because it came with a couple of, like, this is a background. These are little background pieces. This is a 3-piece set at the bottom. Y'all want to try? We can do the little one too. I want to try another color scheme though. Let's try. Let's look to get something else. I don't want to walk over there and get it, but I really want to try some. I want crushed curry. I used to run this with crushed curry to death. I'll go get it. Let me clean these off first, and then I'll go get us some crushed curry because that was my favorite thing to do with this. I'm looking at a couple of. Oh, y'all look. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Look. I just happened to look over. See, this is why it's important to have this. This is, oh God, this is an older stamp set, and this stamp set, and I only used the 2 colors, and then I used a crayon, y'all know what I'm trying to say, a blending pen to do that back and forth like that. And y'all notice that with that, y'all, this is crazy. Look, that's this. That's your girl. This has to be, these cards gotta be 8 or 9 years. But yeah, that's what this is. And I fussy cut that. Or no, this came with it came with a die cut set, but you can still cut it because it's not like it's intricate. Yeah, this was a card set out of the same. There it is right here. This is a thank you card. This is Calypso Coral, I think. But this is embossed. If you look at this is some black embossing powder on that one. Ah, yeah. And this is from this, yeah. Um, this actually the sentiment is in here too. You are so kind is right there. And again, this is that same. Y'all could tell. I told y'all I used Gorgeous Grunge to death. Like, I don't know what I paid for it, but all of this is Gorgeous Grunge in the same. And this is the I used a dye for this. That's why it has that white edge around it. But again, I only used two stamps. I only used this one. That's what this gold is. And I used this orange in the middle. I didn't even use the one with the detail. And this actually is not even black. Y'all see how you can use a dominant color? Like this is basic gray. This is not even black. If you all notice, whenever I try to do sentiments and things like that, I don't like to do them in black. So yeah, this is all from the same stamp set. That's crazy. This is crushed curry. This is what I was going over there to look for. Both of these are crushed curry. That's crushed curry. So yeah, and like I said, I was telling you, I was just letting you know that once you do this, even though it looks messy like that, it's kind of I'm a kind of grungy kind of not grungy, but shabby chic kind of girl. So it's meant to be watercolor and it's really forgiving this stamp. Anything that you see from Stampin' Up that says it's watercolor anything, it's very forgiving. When you even you could and you don't have to order the there is a die set a die cut set that goes with this, but you don't have to. You can literally fussy cut these. So yeah, I can't believe y'all I went down that. See, and also that's speaking of craft therapy, that also is a lesson in who you are, like your authentic self. Like I didn't know what I was going to do tonight because my brain is fried from doing all of this reorganization. But when I got over here, I did not know. I just knew, oh, Celeste has bingo and I hadn't started my card yet. So let me go grab these butterflies. And I knew I had this old school stamp set. But as you could tell, it's the same thing. This stamp set has to be at least, don't I want to say this is 10 years old. And so these cards have to be maybe 6 or 7. I don't know, but they're timeless, they're classic, and it still came back to who I authentically was because apparently this is something that I liked. And as you could tell, this stamp set is very well used, it's well loved. um, that's also a thing that made me feel good about getting back down here in a crafty basement with you all and sharing space, right? I get to experience that feeling all over again and realize that this is why we're here. Oh, thank you. You give people compliments, girl. You be like, what? So y'all want to try the small ones? Let's try the small ones. I got to get another set of blocks though. Let me put these back. And I want to try the small ones because I want to clean them off anyway to get them back in. Clearly, we're going to be using this. I need to get these back in working order because the beautiful thing about butterflies is that the motif fits all seasons, right? This is a very pretty fall butterfly. Like we're coming into that season. And if you want to do a motif in like the burnt oranges and the browns and the warm tones, this fits. But we can also do something in like this set of colors, which I don't even know what that is. But girl, I've been through a girl. We know what this is, don't we, Janae? What's that? What is that, Janae? Do we know what that is? I'm gonna go over here and get this crushed curry. And I'm gonna do the small ones. We're gonna do the little ones. Let me go over here and get this crushed curry. All right. Not gonna run me raggedy. I got Daffodil Delight. I didn't feel like digging for crushed curry because I should have been able to pick it up right off of that thing, but I needed a yellow. So I want to try this with Granny Apple Green is what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm gonna. So y'all want me to try this in the? This I ain't got nothing to do. Y'all want to do this in this size or the smaller size? Which y'all want to do? The little bitties. Thank you, Angelette. Y'all want to try these? I'm gonna clean them off either way. Let's do the bigs. Let's do it, Jim McGraw. All right, we're gonna still stick with this chocolate chip. La 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 la. Chocolate chip. Okay. That's crazy. I'm still looking at that set of cards I just showed y'all. That's wild. That's when people talk about authenticity, right? I've always been that girl. All right. All right. Right. I have to do that when I'm thinking about it. You can tell right here too that I use some type of, y'all see that gold? This detail stamp, by the way, if I had, y'all know when we get back next week, I'm gonna have my little area ready and we're gonna emboss with this too, because y'all could tell I love this stamp set. All right, got that. The next one is gonna be the next darkest color here is gonna be this one. I hope it is anyway. We're gonna do this Granny Apple Green. See? Okay, y'all, I'm looking through the light. Okay. Might be a little crooked, but it's all right. Look. Keep pushing it down too hard in the top, obviously, but. And then we're going to go with this delightful, the Daffodil Delight, not delightful, but Daffodil Delight. I want to make sure this is, I always try to stamp this again. It doesn't hurt anytime I go in one of my lighter colors because, yeah. I also am going to stamp this because sometimes it could be kind of, it's like deceiving when you talk about how saturated these colors can be, even the lighter ones. So let's see. I just want to see how light or dark. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a here we go. Here we go. Mm. Again, y'all. And if you kind of if you're more If you want this to be lined up perfectly, this works really well with the stamp positioner. Sometimes the stamp positioner, unless I was doing like mass producing them, sometimes the stamp positioner used to kind of be a little bit more cumbersome for me if I can line them up. All right, there we go. Those are our layers. Let me get my little. Girl, what did I do with it? I hope I didn't drop it. Oh my goodness. I do not see. Hold on, y'all. My watch it pops up. It's probably sticking to me or something. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Mm, I don't see my little butterfly body, y'all. Watch it show up when I do not see it. It's going to show up when I don't need it though. Watch this. God dog it. Yeah. Thank you, Gemma. Those colors are kind of cute. They're kind of cute. If I could find the body. If not, we'll just move on to the next one, right? We still gonna need a body for it too, but let's see. Y'all know how I am about little bitty pieces for that very reason. How about that? Looks complete now. I don't know what I did with the piece, y'all, so we're just gonna move on to the next. We're gonna move on to the next small butterfly. Y'all want me to pick some more colors? Because I don't know my little body, and it's gonna show up. I know it is. Um, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clean these, and we're gonna work with these. I'm just putting some more water on this sponge. These had been sitting. They had some little glitter dust on them. Thank you, Gemma girl. That is pretty. Um, Even this is not, I mean, crushed curry is a little bit more vibrant, but I'm not mad at that yellow. I'm not mad at that daffodil delight. I'm just being a good stamp citizen and make sure I clean my other ones too before I put them up. Y'all could tell I used the crap out of these stamps, but they still held on for me. That's the beautiful thing about cleaning up your craft space too. You can relive those moments instead of spending more money on new moments. Oh, you could just spend more money on new, or you can just shop your own space. Jim, I remember when you did this, Gemma, and you were letting all of that stuff go online. I was like, wow, she's amazing. But it's a process. This was an emotional time today, baby. But y'all, I moved furniture and everything. Me and Jacob went down to that place, and we could only fit one in the car. I paid for three. No, I paid for two because they didn't have a third one, but they have a third one on the way. But we could only get them at one at a time. But my baby, we made it work. Me and Jacob. It was heavy too, but we did it. We did it. Okay. This so this was better than the magnets for me. And I think when it gets less sticky, it's not as bad. It shouldn't have come up that. It does it's not as hard to come up as it looks. But I like it because my fingers it's yeah, I like it. I like it better than my thing with the magnets. I need to see if I could get maybe I'll cut this so it could fit inside of my stamp apparatus because I really do like it because it does hold the themes down better. I'm putting these up. Okay. Girl, I hope I find my little butterfly body. All right, so it's the same process with these stamps. The ones with the less detail are the body, and we stamp those with the lighter colors. Same thing. And you can always play around with the layers because sometimes the way the brain picks up colors and things, everybody's brains work different. Like some people like to stamp the bigger, like the more detailed portion first and work from that way. But oh no. What was I supposed to get in Discord, girl? Hey Bev, I didn't even know you were in here. Hey girl, hey. Now I'm looking at my chat. Y'all happy, right? I'm looking at my chat. I did not, but I will be over at the Discord looking girls. Bev, the day I was working. I've been working hard, y'all, since Thursday. Like hard, hard. Like I've been in the streets. One thing I need to get, hopefully these people will still have it when I get paid this like Saturday. Because there's a table. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It's six to eight people, but it has like a little turntable already in the middle. It's so cute and it has storage at the bottom. It was so perfect for like when people want to come over and sit down and craft. But anyway, I saw it. I was like, but if it's meant for me, then I know. Oh yeah, we want to try some different colors. What y'all want to try next? Y'all want to try like we're gonna still use this chocolate chip for the body, for the skeleton, but what y'all want to use next? Oh, listen, I wish I could have sent more, girl. It was your bar. It just felt like it was insufficient to just be like happy birthday, man. But when you see how that worked, and you thought you were being slick, y'all better try to play me. Okay, let's do a blue. Let's do a blue. Um, y'all, but you know what? If we use this blueberry bushel, okay, listen. How about we use the blueberry bushel for the skeleton? And then we use, I haven't used this yet. We're going to use this for the body. And I don't know about that. Looked like a hospital to me. Oh, hold on, y'all. I already know. Hold on, y'all. This ain't it. It's not in here. Hold on. I know. Hold on, hold on. It's a blue. Pool party is not in here. There's a blue. All right, we'll just, I don't know how I feel about it. See how this is supposed to be craft therapy, and I'm sitting here overthinking this. It ain't even that serious. It's not that serious, y'all. For real, it's not. Matter of fact, we can keep that. We can keep it. I just need to put this out of the way so it won't be distracting me. I think I'm gonna do this. Hold on. We're gonna still go with this brown. This is early espresso, by the way. So again, we start with the one with the most detail. I'm gonna flip this over so y'all can see. So the one with the most detail is gonna be this one. And we're gonna go early espresso. I'm going to stamp to see what this is looking like because this is another one that you can tell I just inked this. So I'm going to make sure I didn't press down too hard. Okay. See how dark that is? You could tell this is a juicy, juicy bag. This is gonna come out dark. And this is also gonna show you the difference between chocolate brown, chocolate chip, and early espresso. So yeah, we do the darkest one first. You don't have to do it this way. This is what I do. And then we come with the next, hold on, make sure. The next most detailed one, which was this one. And I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use Blueberry Bushel Bev. But we were little. The first one of the ladies at the church, her name was Beverly. She used to be one of my auntie's best friends. We used to call her Beverly with a B. Hey, Miss Beverly. All right. And again, y'all, I did not have to use my positioner, but if you're a little more, I won't say anal, but you're more specific about the stuff, you could use a stamp positioner. It's not. But this is a very forgiving stamp set in that. Ooh. Um. So then we're gonna now do the lightest color, which is this cloud cover. Because it's watercolor. And watercolor, it's not an exact thing. What y'all saying? It is real juicy. That pad was very juicy. And so we got this cloud cover. It's one of those Stampin' Up! Colors at first. They recalled it or something because they said it didn't match the blah, blah, blah. So I think this is some type of collector's edition of it now. But um, this is still available. Cloud cover is a little more like a grayish. This is going to be kind of a muted. Anyway, it's like a grayish, greenish blue. Let's see. That would have been cute with this color too. We'll see. Look at that. I told you I was going to be like a muted look. Okay. Pick the whole thing up. I'm going to put the little body on there. Y'all see how dark? Y'all see the difference? See how dark early espresso is versus chocolate chip? Can y'all see that? Beverly. No, I Beverly. So people do call you that. It's not just these kids, Miss Beverly. Miss Beverly. Yeah, I remember. Is she still Miss Beverly's still like one of my auntie's closest friends? Um, she's real kind of sassy though. The Beverly I knew, Miss Beverly. She's real cute. She cute like you. Uh-oh, I rocked it too much. I'm trying to see y'all. I can't see underneath this light. Now when I find my little body, y'all is around here somewhere. I can't believe that. That's why I don't like those little itty bitty tiny pieces. And I'm sure it's probably stuck to me or something. That won't be crazy because I need to find it. Or I could just be like, be like my ladies in here, like Celeste. Celeste would just go in here and freestyle a body, wouldn't you? Janae, y'all would freestyle a body? Ah, got you. Now, y'all, I sit up here and stamp some more. Let me see. I got another. We can do one on here. And then I could cut or go over there and well, I could fussy cut these. At least that one. I could just fussy cut and y'all remember I should Miss Beverly, were you here to see that this was like 8 years ago I did these cards with this same same stamp set and this right here, which everybody loves. You see that? That's crazy, right? Crazy. It's a whole set in here. That's wild. All right, here we go. Let me see. You want to see the rest of them? Who else didn't see the rest of them? It's a whole set. That just goes to show you when you like what you like. I think that's Calypso Coral. This right here is embossed. So y'all can take some of that Versamark and emboss these edges too. Thank you, Unique. Um, you can emboss them. I just I just wish that no, I'm not gonna talk about my fingers because I'm just glad I'm still happy. I still am able to use them. My brain was worked today. So I appreciate y'all sitting in here experimenting with me and doing my make sure y'all go to if you're not in the Artistic Fusion School group, SKOOL, you need to get over there because you get to participate with some really cool ladies and gents. Do we have any gents? Anyway, if you go over there, you're gonna meet a friend or two or a crew. And we do ATC. I did sign up for the ATC swap this month. Hopefully it won't be 25 people. Y'all, when y'all get Melzies, y'all are gonna be he's so cute. Melzy was like early and stuff. She shamed me. I was like, oh my God. Okay. What colors do we want to try? Let me see something else. Uh oh, y'all want to try some? Oh, I don't have Blackberry Bliss. Let's do some Melon Mambo and Pretty in Pink. Y'all want to do? Look, y'all. Look. How? Tell me how. I told you it was stuck to something. It's crazy. I told y'all it was stuck. It's just stuck. Hold on. Let me put this back down. Let me finish this. That's crazy. Oh my God. Adrian, good night. Thank you for spending time with me this evening. Y'all came over from Karen's, who I hope is off of here getting some rest. I had a rough day today, so I needed craft therapy for real, for real. Y'all, thank you for spending time with me this evening. Y'all wouldn't have appreciated. See, y'all found this when I was looking when I was not looking for it. Now I'll make sure I put it right back. Okay. I can't remember. I cannot remember if I was supposed to use it with this or not. Hold on. Because there's only one in the set. Maybe I wasn't. But I can always fussy cut that one off. But, girl, that was bothering me. I told you this thing was stuck to something. I thought it was going to be stuck to my dress or something. But let me wipe this off and put it exactly where it belongs. I told y'all it was going to be somewhere stuck to me. All right, let's clean these off here. These were blue. So I'm going to show you now that we can just go about using just two of these, right? We don't have to use the 3-piece. We don't have to do a 3-piece if you just want a 2-piece. A 2-piece and a snack. But it will still go the same way. You will use a darker color on the most detailed stamp. which we know what that one would be. So I'm just gonna use two stamps, the two stamp process with this one. I should have had on an apron, y'all, because I'm sitting up here getting ink in my clothes. Moving the ones out that I'm not gonna use. So we're gonna do this with Melon Mambo and Pretty in Pink. And Melon Mambo, of course, is gonna be the darkest of the two. Um, I feel like I'm gonna use this one. Okay, because it has the most detail. The beautiful part about it too is if I don't like it, I could always go ahead and add the third stamp. Okay, this is Melon Mambo. I think that pad was really juicy too. And then, again, fingers. Then we're gonna use this, which is the less details, like a watercolor. I'm gonna use Strawberry Slushy. All right, so that's Melon Mambo, and this is Strawberry Slushy. Okay. Okay. Freestyling, y'all, without a positioner. Here we go. Let's see. Look at her. So that's just a two stamp. Well, what are y'all talking about? Oh, the pe. Oh, y'all, I like this. I like getting tea. Y'all carry on. Y'all, I'm just. I want to see what's going on about the journal. Oh, Melissa Joy. Is Melissa in here? Is Melissa Joy in here? You are sweet for that, Mel. Girl, who was over there bidding? Who? But unique. Who was? Ooh. Oh, Bev. Bev. Okay, y'all, listen. Bev be outside, and yes, Bev be really outside. Oh, yeah. But that's why I'm glad I stopped. I also stopped to read the chat too. So again, I could go ahead and add something to this, like my little body and the little antennae, right? I cleaned it. So yeah, I could go ahead and add some this little, but I don't know. I just kind of like it like that. Again, that was just using the two. So now let's try to use the third one. Let's do another one and we'll do a comparison. We'll use we'll use this early. Y'all, early espresso was too dark. Let me get that chocolate chip back. Where is it? I don't see it. Early espresso was really, really dark. I don't know if I like the butterflies that dark, but I don't see what I did with chocolate. Sure. We're gonna have to use early espresso. I don't see it. Okay, so we'll still use Melon Mambo. I'm trying to see which one do I want a Melon Mambo to be. Yeah, we'll still use Melon Mambo as this one. Okay, it's Melon Mambo. And then we're gonna go early espresso. Okay. The early espresso is going to be around the perimeter. And this is the third stamp. I remember the first time we only used two colors. We only used two stamps. Look at that. You can see that's one advantage to having acrylic stamps and not the rubber ones. Even though the rubber stamps seem to stamp cleaner to me, is that you have the advantage of looking through them and seeing through them when you stamp. Okay, see how dark that is. Sorry. So then for the lightest one, we're going to go right back in with this strawberry slushy. No, what is this? It's not strawberry slushy. This is Pretty in Pink. Okay. And it's making contact. Now, mind you, this is a lighter pink. Let me show you how. There it is. And also consider it's coming out on this manila paper too. I love you. Are y'all going to bed? It's Karen. We need to go to bed. All right, there we go. This is two stamps. And that's three stamps. But I was looking for that chocolate chip because you see how saturated that early espresso was. It's like it's too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's right. I love it when everybody loves on each other around here too. And now I want to try. Okay, listen. Then I'm eventually gonna cut some of these out, right? Eventually I am. But I don't like that. I don't like how it's like it's intrusive. Yeah, it's like it's too merch. You see that? See how chocolate chip did us? You see? And some people think they can't tell the difference, but I could tell the difference. It's not as harsh. It's not as harsh. But that is bothering me. I want to make something prettier than that. So why don't we do a okay, we'll do it this one. We'll do these three. How about that? All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Cause I don't want to play with her no more. Early espresso I usually love for all of my sentiments and stuff. I don't want to play with her no more. That's the crappy playground girl. It wasn't that childish. Oh, 3 day shipping. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, I the chocolate chip, but I just don't know. I sat it down much like I do things. Um, so let's play with this one. We got Melon Mambo. I want Melon Mambo on the edges. So we got Melon Mambo and we got strawberry slushy. So let's go with strawberry slushy first. Strawberry slushy first. Strawberry slushy. And then for the detail one on the outskirts, like right there, we're gonna go with the dark one. We're gonna go with Melon Mambo. This one. Melon Mambo. Melon Mambo. Okay, that's better. And also, I'm gonna let that color settle in. But to bring it all together, we're gonna go with this pretty in pink, which is gonna come out like watercolory like that. Okay. Line it up. Freestyle. Line up. That's better. I just got that on my fingers. But did y'all see how I want you to see the dimension in it? I'm trying to never mind my inky fingers that got and I'm gonna fussy cut it. Or there's a die cut that goes with this as well that I could die cut it too. I'm trying to get you to see. And so I can go back in with the body. But I generally like to take these, especially the small, the little bitty ones, and put them with the bigger ones. It kind of does. It's very, I just, I would play with this stamp set a lot. Y'all could tell that it was well loved. I want to do one more of the big one though. Let me clean these off because I want to do another one of the big ones. And then I'll fussy cut one and put it on a tag or something. I got something out here to put on a tag. I got some tags around here. That was supposed to be what I was doing, right? For Salisa's Butterfly Challenge. If you are not involved in the Butterfly Challenge, please go over to school as KOOL and join the Artistic Fusion Soul Collective. Anyway, make sure you go over there. Karen is amazing. She hasn't been over there as much because she's been busy getting her whole life with this journal. Which dang, yeah, I was about to say something that was almost blasphemous. Okay, I'm gonna go back with these. Okay, I'm just mounting. I'm cleaning these first, and I'm gonna mount the other ones on these same blocks. Sometimes, if I think that this is not completely ink free, I just stamp off on the paper to make sure it's clean. Right. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all hear Jacob upstairs? He on a 2 week countdown. Mhm. Mm. Okay. He's on a 2 week countdown. I'm on a 2 week countdown. All right, what color we gonna use? Let me get another piece of something. Another piece of paper or something. So, what is everybody doing for the weekend? I know tomorrow everybody. Oh, y'all, here's chocolate chip. I know that everybody is what we'll be doing all day tomorrow. But what is everybody? Oh, the scrapbook show is here this week. See, that's not my business because I have been on a mission. But yeah, the scrapbook expo is here this weekend. Um, And it's a big, big deal, but I know I am not because because I know me, and I've been in this basement trying to. I, okay, y'all, we're gonna play with. I think I want to play with this. Um, I think I want to play with Granny Apple Green. Um, and something. Hmm. About this. How we feel about? Yeah. Let's try that. Let's see what that's going. I think what happened was, see how my brain works? I think I saw this in the back of my brain and I just actually that's some of that in there too, but I think that's what happened. And I did find chocolate chips, so let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Also, I like to have something underneath here to give me some type of grid to work with too. When you're layering stamps too, if you have some type of your brain, even if you're not looking directly at it, something in your subconscious brain kind of helps you align things when you have a grid. Me, not everybody. Me. Hold on, y'all. All right. Music was on a commercial. Uh, okay, so we go from most detailed to the least. This is the least detailed. So let's see. What say me? Let's go with Melon Mambo. Ooh, I should have done. Never mind. It's okay. Melon Mambo. I meant to do this the other way around, but it's art. There are no mistakes in art, right? It's subjective. Y'all my craft mates. Y'all don't care anyway. Because it's about the process on Craft Therapy Thursdays. It's about the process. And then I'm going to do the green, Granny Apple Green. I meant to do this the other way around, but here we are. There you go. This is what I mean by I usually do the most detailed one first. That's why. But it's no right or wrong way, okay? And so on top of that, I'm going to do this pretty in pink. And that's going to be this one. Okay. I love this stamp set so much. It's just giving me flashbacks. I used to be like, this really is telling you craft therapy too. I remember I used to be mad at my husband sometimes. I just go in the room and close the door, just being here doing this and watching, I don't know, Girlfriends reruns or something on TV. Okay, so now since we got my girl chocolate chip back, let's run chocolate chip one time. Let's run her. Run her. Let's run chocolate chip. Okay. And See, this has a piece of glitter on it. Okay, there it is. I got it. And just to be sure, I'm gonna stamp off first to see. Oh yeah, y'all, it's yeah, okay. There she is. That's chocolate chip. There she go. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I need to use her one more time for the antennae on the other side. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. I got a little bit on the thing, so I hope I don't rock it. All right. There she is. So, do y'all see the difference with chocolate chip now? Isn't she soft? Look at her. You see the difference? She's kind of demure, but she means what she says. And see, that's look at that combo. That would be Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Pretty in Pink. Now, this is what happened. I initially wanted to do, and we can still do it. I have another sheet right here, and I'm gonna cut it out anyway, and we can put some stickles. I have some stickles or something to go on here. But anyway, my intention was to do this in reverse. I wanted the green around here, and then the pink, the melon mambo in the middle. So we could do it that way. Let me clean it. Let me clean the stamps now. Cause I'm a good stamp citizen. I'm a good stamp citizen. Okay. So I have another dry cloth over here too. Okay. Um well, this is gonna remain the same because I'm still gonna use Pretty in Pink for that. So this time I'm gonna use this Granny Apple Green and this Melon Mambo. This was my intention, but we just crapping. It's a butterfly. Butterflies come in all of the shapes and the sizes and the colors. Well, not the shape. Well, yeah, shapes too. Yeah, chocolate chip. I forgot about chocolate chip until I was using it in place of early espresso one night, and then I was like, that's why you have to go back and look in your own stuff. So then I'm gonna go with this next. This is the Granny Apple Green. Y'all, this is my last, and this is all water. Stay hydrated. Okay. Ooh, see, that's what I was trying to do. That's what I saw in my brain. I don't know why I squeal like that. Welcome to the crafty playground. I don't know. But we're supposed to be getting in touch with our inner playful person. So things that make me squeal. I don't know why. But that's why we're here. Because I kind of saw that. I don't know. I just see things and I don't know. It's hard to explain. I see things in a color or a way. And when I see it, I can be like, that's, I can't necessarily say that's it, but I'm like, no, that's not it. I don't know. There, but this is what I saw. Really? Oh, that's, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And y'all, do you, more than anything, this is why this was therapeutic. I didn't have to use that stamping positioner. I just used my little sticky pen right here. But this, okay, let me go ahead and stamp the body. Sorry. This is again chocolate chip. Chocolate chip. Also, which I think I just screwed that up as I was saying it. I was getting ready to say, also, I'm looking underneath the light too. So yay me. I miss this. This was really craft therapy tonight. Look at that. So now let's look at the difference. Where's the other? Here it is. So look at that. You got a favorite? These are my favorite two of the night. But which y'all look at the, you see? This is the one that I was intending to do, and this is the one that I wound up with the first time. This one, the first one with the green in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, she's cute. I have stickles right here. Y'all want to run some stickles? What we want to do? Let's see. We want to run some stickles on here. This is pretty. What you think? Are these the same thing? Let's see. I think these both are lime green. Yeah. What y'all think? You want to use some green? Let's see. Let me see if these stickles is stickling. Let's see. Ooh, they are stickling. So we want to put, yeah, let's do this right here. Ooh, the stickles is tickling. Mm, the stickles is tickling. I'm not gonna complete. Oh, y'all, look. The stickles is tickling. Let me try to get it better in frame. Okay. I'm gonna. Mm-hmm. The stickles is tickling. Okay. And maybe a little bit right here. A little bit right there. It's a lot right there. Try and get, there you go. How about that? We want to put, I don't want to cover every dot, but you see how those splatters are on there naturally? Y'all know I'm a splatter girl. Look at that. The stickles are stickling today. Look at that. Uh-oh. Come on now. I'm trying to, there we go. This light doesn't seem like it's, let me see. Let's see if the light is turned all the way up. Yeah, it is. Hold on. I see. I see what I did. Hold on, y'all. I had the phone. That should be better. So now, do y'all see the stickling? It's stickling. And I could put that through the machine. Okay. So we want to stickle this one. What can we use on this one? I don't want to use the green on that one. I want to use something else. But I don't want it to be red. What is this? What about, let's see. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Just a little bit. I don't want it all over the whole thing. I just want a little bit, like, a little bit. Let's see. See what y'all think. Stick to the theme. How about that? See, I didn't want that to be too sparkly. It has a, there it is. You see the little shimmer? There it is. Oh, vintage butterfly. Yeah. Welcome, actually, welcome to Craft Therapy Thursday, but where we take a time to put everybody out and we pull out something to drink, something to light, and something to craft for ourselves. And this is what I craft for ourselves. Vintage butterfly. You know, you never met a butterfly you didn't like, right? You like me. That's what we do on Thursdays. So this is the combination. These are the same combination. This is Pretty in Pink, Granny Apple Green, and everybody say it. Janae say it one time. Melon Mamba. All right, let me clear these off and I'm going to see what we can do with these. Maybe I'll fussy cut because that was a part of the challenge for me to fussy cut a butterfly. I need to let the stickles stop stickling too. So let me clean these stamps off. But those turned out kind of cute. Where are the other ones? Oh, this is the one that was on. I think this has something. This was on that. See, this is the difference too. This is on cardstock. This is on poster board. So I'm thinking some of that, yeah. Some of this is how it bled on this poster board. They're not bad. I'm not gonna throw them out. Like I'm not gonna kick them out of bed, but I would want to take these and run them through the machine to cut them because I want them to be exact when they cut around because they bled a little bit and I'm not going to get a good cut. So I'll run these through the embossing machine with the die cut. I'll die cut these because the die cuts did come with this set. Um, and while those are cooling or those stickles are drying a little bit, I'm going to put these back. So yeah, and then we use chocolate chip for the butterfly body because early espresso was giving us a hard time. And go ahead and put these up. Do y'all want to do something else? I want to stamp something. I'm gonna bring these back, y'all. I think I'm gonna bring these back for another craft therapy time, and I'm probably gonna we're gonna do some like some heat embossing, so y'all can see how we can get a raised texture, or maybe some foiling too. Yeah, we're gonna play with different things because this was one of my favorites. You can tell that, and this one, she's never far away. Never far away. Uh-uh. She's never far away. So I guess what I can make these, I can kind of leave them like this and use them as a tag and leave them on here. We have like a, let me see the measurements. I think that's 4 by, this would, this is, let's measure this. And this doesn't feel like, this is definitely cardstock, but it's not 100 pounds. Feels like it's a 65 cardstock, 65 pound. So this is like 3 3/4 by by 5, excuse me. To be honest, if it's 3 3/4 by 5, that was probably going to be a layer on a 5 1/2 by Thank you, Vintage Butterfly. I appreciate you so, 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 so much. And make sure you bookmark for next Thursday where we come back and do it all again with something different. I stamp primarily on Stamping Tuesdays. We come over here and pull out our stamps and anything that we bought on these whatnot streets. It doesn't. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but you don't have to have Stampin' Up products to come back here for Stamping Tuesday. I'm usually demoing some Stampin' Up, something new or old, but it's encouraging you to use what we have. That's what we do on on Tuesdays. So yeah. So we can and we have craft professionals. Y'all say hey to Peaches. We had craft professionals earlier, but if you want to drop something in the chat, craft professionals can also be if you want to share with us that you left some craft stuff in your car and you were hiding it from your husband and you spent it. Anyway, craft professionals can be anything you want to release. It stays right here on the crafty playground. Okay. I had a lot of craft professionals today because I have been out here having an emotional experience of clearing out this space so I can make space for crafty and non-crafty people to come here and just kind of have craft therapy live and in person. But I had to clear out some stuff, but it was more emotional than I thought it was going to be because I don't know how I got all this. I don't even know where all of this stuff came from. And so it was kind of that journey of like, what was I stuffing all of this away? Girl. So I did share the space earlier. I did a walkthrough and I'm kind of proud of myself because it's not where I want it to be, but I made progress. I started a week ago. For real, real started a week ago. So yeah, this stamp set, by the way, is watercolor wings. It's an old school stamp, Stampin' Up, and it's just well loved because it was just one of my favorite ones. Like of all, as you could tell, it doesn't. It's bad. But if you're not in the school group, make sure you go over there and join the Artistic Fusion school group because Celise, hey Celise, I hope she's still in here. If not, throw some. She likes purple hearts in the chat. What is Celise like? And she likes butterflies too. However, um, Celise gave us a butterfly challenge. Bingo! It's not a challenge. It's just something for you to do in a therapeutic way. It's not. It says challenge on here, but it's no winners or losers. It just gives you a chance to craft. So I know I had a lot of butterfly stuff and it gave me a chance to reconnect with this stamp set. So I want to thank Celeste for even making this challenge because it brought me down memory lane and it made me really feel good about the fact that I love this stamp set so much that I have a set of cards from here. And so it got me to get back to the stamp set and realize how much of a classic it is. And I stamped the butterfly. So I think I get a credit for a layer because I layered a butterfly. And I was going to go with add splatters, but I'm going to do that anyway. But maybe, oh, I stamped a butterfly too. So I got 2 on this row. So what are we going to do? So we can make this a tag, right? You want to do that? We can make this a tag and we're going to do 2 tags. How about that? This is off the cuff, y'all. So I'm just moving this because everything sticks to it, which we won't need that. So I was saying earlier, y'all know she's not too far behind or far away. And I had this piece of, I don't know, I was just grabbing stuff. So I had this piece of, uh, this came from a set that I did, not a set, but an ATC card I was doing. It was all about me. And these are just words that describe me. And so, um, y'all know I love tearing things. So I feel like this will be a good time to put a piece of this on here, right? On both of them. Oh, I didn't put that away. Hold on. I'm just moving this stuff out of the way because y'all know I'm clumsy. I be having ink everywhere. And I don't know what I did with my wipes. So I don't know what I did with my wipes. So um I do have these are just and these are old school too. I don't they are definitely no longer not available, but these are just it's called 2D. These are just backed. They have sticky. They're sticky on the back. And I figured I think two of these colors are in this pack. Think I know that's Melon Mambo. What y'all talking about? Oh, I'm not. Oh, Jim, are you? Oh, you got another project going on. What you got going on now? Come on in, Vintage Butterfly. Listen, take a deep breath. If you want to share what you're drinking, well, listen, I share what I have lit. We don't judge around here. I have a candle lit, but I don't judge. I drink my last little bit of Jim Bean or something like that. It was peach something. So this is where I am, and this is peaches. Um, Hold on. I'm looking for this, y'all. I want to ink the edges of this piece of paper here, which I don't have to necessarily do with distress ink. I have some tea dye distress ink or vintage photo over here, but I think I want to ink this in maybe Melon Mambo. I think that's what I want to do. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all how embarrassed I was the day to show Angela that I had a drawer full of distress ink. Did I? Girl, it's crazy. Okay, so this is crazy too, y'all. But I was just going over here to get something that was already pink. I tend to like the smaller ones better because they feel like they give me more control. Um, I've been trying to get it together. Oof. But again, I had to come to Jesus moment today where I was like, girl, what are you stuffing away? Cause and mind you, most of this stuff was from way before. Oh, this has green on it already, y'all. So I can tear this off and put something on here. But mind you, I moved into this house 4 years ago or something. So most of this stuff, I I was a Stampin' Up! And then demonstrator for about 4 years maybe, but I stopped before the pandemic. So a lot of this stuff was like before the pandemic. That meant when I moved it here, I just kept it and didn't go through it and just stuffed it somewhere. And to pull all of this stuff out was something. And there were parts of me that I really did forget about. So that's my craft professional today. Huh. Thank you, Vintage Butterfly. I appreciate you so I appreciate you. Because again, over here is just I had to learn that too. Sometimes it's about like I cake the kids use this. Sometimes it's about the vibes. um I had gotten so addicted to whatnot not too long ago that I've been kind of re-examining some things, and I've been into this I'm going to show you this book next week for craft therapy too. I've been kind of reading about I've been on to something. I've been trying to do some inner child stuff for a long time. Ooh, chips and salsa, yes ma'am. Girl, I got some upstairs. Let's stay focused. Let me stay focused. So let's decorate. Let's do something with the background on these pieces first, okay? Let's get some stamping on. Let's get our stamp on. So we got the beautiful thing about this is I don't have to mount it. Because they're wooden. Yay! Beautiful. I think I want to add some, of course, I'm going to use some splotches and splashes. I think this will figure it out. And again, when I'm in this position, I'm usually telling the paper to just tell me what it wants me to do with it. Because I'll start overthinking and like I was doing earlier. Okay. So, and I'm going to use this. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to use, and again, Melon Mambo is one of those colors that we call it second and third generation stamping. When I could just stamp because y'all know I'm a texture girl. I'm all about. This is my life. Butterflies and texture. So I'm gonna. So we have. I want to put a little bit of that green in here too, but the granny apple green, I want to only do it with this. I don't want to have any big splashes of it there. I just want it to be where it picks up. If that y'all see what I mean in a second. See. Okay. So I need something right on here on this side. Now, mind you, because this is going to be a tag, I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to keep on here, but see, I didn't want the big splotches of the green. Just enough. Okay. Just making sure that was closed right. Now, we do, there are two things going on here. Now, this is a thing. If I was making this into a card, like a card of A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4.25, I would mount this in a way that I would add a chocolate chip frame around here. I call that grounding it. Like if it's just two colors, is because that's what this, if you look at this, that's what this chocolate chip does. Even though it's technically, yeah, it's grounded because it's the antenna, it's the body of the butterfly, sure. But when your eyes go around it, something grounds it, it keeps it from just going all over everywhere because it's a lot going on in here, right? So I would take a if I wanted to double mount it, I could put some gold in here too to reflect the if you wanted to jazz it up. Put a gold, you could do chocolate chip and then gold and then just put it on a white cardstock. And then that you have a beautiful card here. You just need a sentiment. But we said we were going to do a tag, right? We said we were going to do a tag. I was actually still trying to make sure because I don't want to okay. It's a little bit damp. I didn't want to start fooling with it too much because I didn't want to mess up the stickles. Um, we said we were going to do tags. So, hmm, there's a, I'm looking, oh, here it is. This. This is, it can be a tag punch, right? This basically is a corner. You just basically, now this can be done two ways. I think I'm going to do it. We can do it one on one. Okay, this one, you're going to just take this, and if you push it here, is definitely, it touches on two sides. So it's literally telling you to put it in a corner. Okay, and so that's what it does. You know, do the other side. Now, most people do. It is no right or wrong way because on this side it'll tell you. I just like to see, but some people do it this way. Same thing, right? Y'all crazy. So, okay. So what we can do now is I'm going to get some scissors. And I freestyled this kind of too. Let's see. And then I take this and put it orientated the same way on the card. So, right. Okay. So now we have the other portion of this tag. Spots right here. Now, this kind of is a guide. You see these, this makes you understand if it's straight, right? And it gives you an opportunity to kind of center it. And this also is where remember I told you the grid paper helps my eyes a little bit, so I could kind of sit this in between right here and right here. And it's not going to be perfect, so I need to not, expect that, but there you go. So we're gonna get a sentiment across here too. Okay. So then now on this one we could do, see, this is a different um corner. It's a different corner. You probably can't see it as nicely because that was there, but you'll see in a second. That's because we got to do the other side. There we go. Right? You see the difference? Of course, y'all see the difference. See, you got a preference. So yeah, I kind of like that with this. But all it just depends on what you're going for. Because sometimes if I want something super duper simple, that makes a difference. And again, there's no rhyme. I don't measure. I'm not a measure girl. And this is craft therapy time. So most of the time, you just do what you feel and let the paper tell you to do what else to do. Okay. Come on now. Get it right, girl. Get it right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And then we go back here. And again, like I said, with this puncher, just kind of line them up, and the grid is kind of right here to help me straighten it up a little bit. Okay. And there we go. So I'm looking for my tweezers. Put the skizzers back. Um, I was about to say something and I forgot precisely what it was. Um, and it was kind of important. I cannot remember what it was. I am gonna put some of these. Y'all can tell me which y'all want to put on here. Um, I feel like these are what I saw in my brain. Hold on, because my fingers are not working as they should. So I feel like those were supposed to go on here because these were two. Yeah. What y'all think? Right? These, right? Yeah, we do measure well. I feel like I want something. Y'all know I'm still looking for something brown. Y'all know it's gonna come out, right? And I'd even use this, but it's gonna come. Cause y'all know it's gonna come. I can't put these on because these seem like they're fine. Hold on. I know what it is. I feel like I know. I feel like I know. Hold on. I feel like I just saw it. Hold on. I feel like I just saw it. Remember, I took this out. I didn't take this one out. I took this one out for a reason, clearly. Let's see. Okay. Let me see something here. This is chocolate chip, y'all. There she is. Hmm. I told y'all she needed something to ground her. And I'm going to put more. I'm looking to. It needed something to grunge it up a little bit. But I don't. Hold on. And I need, now I can possibly put some of that green on there. I needed it to grunge up. Okay. And then we get a sentiment. I need to find a sentiment for her. And I'm looking for my tweezers. Where's my tweezers? Hmm. I need something because I cannot, obviously can't pick that up. This has sticky on it. I really wish I had my tweezers, but now I need some tweezers. No, that's you. I could, let me tell you something. Y'all put some turquoise butterflies in there for Janae because nobody on this piece. Janae, the detail. I just get tired looking at her like, oh my God, really? But it's so beautiful when she finishes this stuff. Okay, I'll put one more. I try to put things in odd numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 5. Okay. Because it seemed like it was going to be too big for just three. What y'all think? Where did you find it, Mel? What you got? Oh, and then we got to get some. We got to get some ribbon. I, First, let me finish this one. So I only got one on here. Yeah, nobody is on here unique. And whenever you get a piece of unique, trust me, it's unique because baby, the stuff that she does, she should she can only you should only be able to do it one time. Ah, the detail. Okay, so that's one, two, three, four. I'll put another one right here. All right. All right. Now this one, what it had going for the stickles, but these pieces, the sequin pieces, add just enough where they're not competing with the stickles. It's like they're playing together. All right, so we didn't even use this. We used that. Let me put these back in here. And we got that brown to ground it. We got that chocolate chip. Chocolate chip. Put this back. Um, put the stickles up. Hold on. I'm trying to be good about or better about that. So I got here some, y'all know we keep some cloth or some fabric around here, girl. I was looking for my Stampin' Up little string, but I don't see it. I don't feel like looking for it. But as long as we got sorry silk around here, we don't need, who needs ribbon? And it's no pink like a dusty pink. Okay. Now the other day I wound up putting little pieces on here, but let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Mm, hold on, y'all. I thought I had some chocolate chip or some early espresso ribbon, but I don't. It's not around me, so it's not around me, so it's not going to count. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to get it. Because whatever's supposed to go on here is already with me. It's me over here overthinking. It's right here in my face. Is this right? So, ooh, what is that? Let's see. Going on. Y'all know I'm looking for some gold, right? I'm looking for some gold, like some gold stringy ribbon or something, which y'all know is in. Oh, girl, see, look at this. See how? Mm-mm-mm. Look, look, look at that. Look, see. You talk about yeah, it's key. Yeah, that's me perfectly. That's yep. Yep. That's generally it. Ah. But it needed to ground. I needed that brown in there to pull it back down to ground it. All right. Okay. Trying to get these where like I didn't do this well. I gotta make it where I could string it through there. I like this too. It just is too. It's not as stretchy. I really like that gold in there though. Mm, I like this. Mm, I think I'm gonna do. Oh, Mel, you got some what kind, girl? I want to see what you got. I want to see what 22-year-old stamps. You rubber ones, right? Rubber mounted ones. Yep. And you still, well, you kept them. I bet they're beautiful. I'm telling you, these stamps, some of these are 10 years old because that's how long ago I started. Now, I haven't been, let me say this, I've only been back with Stampin' Up! For the past year since last June. So don't think that I've been on the Stampin' Up! Train. I stopped right before the pandemic. I was like for 4 years, I think. Yeah, about 4 years. Uh, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this gold in here. At least a little bit of it. Hold on. In case y'all wondering why I'm procrastinating, I'm trying to get a little piece of this gold on it. I wonder if I'm gonna do all this and then not like it. So let's see. Okay. All right. Ooh, I like this. See, I like it when it does this, like this. It's messy, right? But she's messy but cute. It's like bad hair day, but she got hair. Ah, I'm silly, y'all. Okay, so which one do I want on which one? Okay, I think I got. I think I. I think I want her over here and her over here. I'll put a little bit of gold on here. Okay. See, I like to just the messy with this neat little cute bow. Like she's all together. A little bit of gold. Yeah. That's how I like things in my life. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Yeah, yeah, girl, a messy bun. Yes. Yeah, I like that. A messy bun and you got on your boyfriend t-shirt. How about that? How about that? Okay, I'm just pulling this through. But I want to leave this open because I want to thread some of this through here some kind of way. So I just hold on. Okay. I try to. There's a method to this madness, but like I said, I used to be able to do this kind. I'm not my fingers. I'm not gonna talk about them. So I wound that up a few times, and I'm gonna pass it through here, and I'm gonna pull this closed. Ah, shoot. Ah, okay. I promise y'all, it's a method to the madness. I'm gonna go ahead, leave this open. Okay. Okay, but I wind this and put it through here before I pull it all the way closed. That's what I'm supposed to do. I used to be able to do it like really, but my fingers, man. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. The other day I got worried because I was like, am I gonna have to call Jacob in here to help me button my shirt? It's very weird. Very, very weird. But if you can't do it the way you used to do it, you just have to find another way to do it. That's all. So we're gonna. Y'all, I pulled it too tight. Hold on. I know how to remedy that though. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I pulled it too tight. Hold on. Y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna get an eyelet. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. I'm looking for a gold one though. I don't see a gold one. I don't see a gold one. I got my crocodile. I don't have the big one over here. Um, if I could find a gold, I don't have a gold in here. I got. Oh, this is not quite gold. No, I don't like that. I can't believe I did that. I don't feel like going to look for those. Y'all know I have gold ones. I just don't know where they are right now. But how about I just do this? What I tell other people to do, just do something else and then come back to it. Because I do have another one to do. Hold on. It's going to come to me. And I know whatever I have to fix it is right near me. I know it is. I did not panic though. I did not panic because it's craft therapy. That would be that would be against the whole rule. You can't panic in craft therapy. What is that? All right. So I wanted this one with that one, right? So instead of being fancy, I didn't even want gold with this. I'll just slide this through here. It's not that serious. And I have something over here Janae, this should look familiar to you. Something that you rediscovered recently. It's going to be the simplest thing ever. It's going to be the simplest thing ever. I'm going to pull this through like so. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a handy dandy stapler. Precisely my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attach it. I'm just trying to see if I want it to be even or one higher than the other. Let's hold on. Let's see. Do I like it? Let's see. Like this. Now I'm gonna get something to dangle here too, but let me tell you why I'm not mad, but so I'm just gonna find the spot and staple it. Okay. So I'm also gonna take one of these, probably the other sequin, the other color, the Melon Mambo sequin, and put it right there. It is right there. I have tassels and things around here too. Y'all know this is not finished, but I have tassels and things around here too. But I also, two things. I'm gonna have to put something on the back of here because it's remember I told y'all this was like 60 pound. I don't know if I like it, but this is 65 pound cardstock, so it's not heavy. So I'm probably going to put some type of journal, something on the back of here. You see how the ink even bled through. This is not like thick cardstock. This is, oh, what you got, Janae? You know that's what we do. I'm like a squirrel. You got to. You have to pivot. Yeah, y'all please make sure. Oh, yeah, Jess with the hood craft, and make sure y'all go over there and order y'all a hood craft made visor and or bucket hat. Y'all know the bucket hat princess over here, the bucket hat. Oh, I'm the bucket hat saber tooth. That's a new one that I'm gonna a bucket hat saber tooth. I love bucket hats and the actual visors. When you are having a bad hair day, well, all of them are devised. There are two things behind those. One is about 2 or 3 last year, the year before I was diagnosed officially with melasma because my skin started looking like I don't know. But anyway, I started wearing hats more, but also it gave me an excuse for when I have to do events and stuff. I could just put on a bucket hat. And the other one was the visor. The visor was for times like I know the last time when I did a little girls' party and I wanted my son to help me. I thought it was cool. And he has locks in his hair. And so I needed something to put both of our hair. My hair was big at the time too. And I needed something to pin it up. So the visor is very adjustable. That's what I'm trying to say. It's adjustable. And so you could just put your hair up and then wrap the visor around it. And the visor is also for us ladies who are having personal summers or just a little more hard natured than others because it's a band in it to help with perspiration. So yeah, I got some hood craft friends and some craft mates. So y'all know it's after 10 o'clock. So after 10 o'clock, we become hood craft friends because we in the streets. So okay, let's see what we're gonna do with this. Um, I have some tape that I could start with, right? That's what I could start with. I got some tape right here. Um, it's not clear, but it is literal scotch tape. So as you can tell, it's very sticky. Um, we can start right there. I'm in Georgia, right outside, south of Atlanta. Where are you from? A part of South Carolina? I'm originally from Savannah. My both sets of grandparents were from South Carolina, like Coosahatchee, Eugene, Charleston. Um, so yeah, I was born and raised there. So you might not be too far. Lexington. Oh, the only Lexington I've ever known about was Kentucky. Tell me more. What part? Lexington. What is the next what's this next? What is the busy what is the biggest city next to Lexington? Yeah, you're right. Columbia is low country too. Yep. Yep. Uh-oh, y'all get to know each other. Do you know the Kimbos in That sounds so prim. Do you know the Kimbos of Lexington? In Lexington, but it sounds like you should be. You know the Kimbos of Lexington? Okay, so hold on. Um, we're gonna find what's supposed to live in here. I can always stamp it again, but when I stamp it again, what do I want to do with it? I mean, not stamp it, but punch it again. That's what I'm trying to say. I can always punch it again. Hopefully, let's see. This is what you call doing it live and in person. uh, we're gonna see if this punch is gonna punch through this tape. Cause mind you, this is two-sided. This is dun, dun, dun. Did the Stampin' Up punch go through the tape? Dun, dun, dun. It did. Mostly anyway. It left a little tiny bit right there, but for the most part, it did. It did for the most part. Now, I don't want to do that anymore. I had to find something else to put in here. So let's try something. Oh, I see something. This is a start. Ah, it's a start and a finish, girl. Cause look, we got that color and that color. Look at that. Look. Look at that. And look at that. And look at this. Because we got more texture. And you get a car. And you get a car. And more texture. Now, y'all know how my fingers do. I'm sitting up here pulling all this ish out of here and just be like, oh my God, be frustrated by the time I'm finished tying it. Oh my goodness. Now that's when I start getting sleepy. Okay. There's something else that needs to go on here too. I'll figure it out. Probably a dangle or something. All right. So, what do we do here? Come on, fingers. Talk to me. Talk to me. For you all who are new here, I have had a certain amount of surgeries, the last one being 2024. And this, for whatever, I've had a lot, like I said, but this last one, my neuropathy, which I already had, has gotten kind of bad. Um, so I'm just making adjustments. So um it's probably not a big deal for not one person in here but me. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. All right. I think I got it this time, y'all. Do you, but okay. I like, let me say this. And I'm not, first of all, Mel, did I show you that drawer with all those wooden stamps in them? Girl, those were the non-Stampin' Up stamps. But anyway, when Stampin' Up, when I was a demonstrator the first time, I didn't know the difference to know. I just knew I liked the wooden stamps. But I didn't have the same appreciate. I think I probably started using the rubber stamps because they were just as clear, but then I didn't like to have to mount them myself. Y'all look. That's what we're doing so far. Um, but in this situation now, I developed an appreciation more so for wooden stamps because the grip, obvious. Like, and specifically, I don't necessarily know that this is with all stamps, but with Stampin' Up, they have this indention around it that makes it easy for me to see. You see it. It makes it easy to grip. I mean, and I always buy. Y'all know my favorite kinds of stamps are the ones that are kind of no rhyme or reason. But they stopped doing them. I'm sure they stopped sending them because this would be easier, worse to ship. But now they're not even making the rubber mounted stamps anymore. So I would say for storage and for like the love of rubber stamps, I love rubber stamps. But for me and who I'm over here trying to serve, for me, I prefer the wooden stamps. Now, is it worth mounting them? You know, if you like. Okay. Um, I think what I want to do is get something. This is where we landed, y'all, because now I'm getting sleepy. Okay, I'll put these in the shop once I get. More than likely, I'm going to back these up with some type of journal paper and a sentiment, of course. Um, Tonight's colors for these two were Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Pretty in Pink. This one. And we did some stickles. What else did we do? Oh yeah, and we did chocolate chip to ground it. What else did we do? I did some other ones on this that didn't turn out as well because I did them on poster board. I can't find it. Maybe it's not meant for y'all to see it. And we did a little walkthrough of what is destined to be the new and improved Crafty Playground. And this transformation. And first of all, thank you all for being inspiring. I think since Craft and Connect weekend, I made some type of adjustment to take myself more seriously in a better way. That might be cute with it together. I think I'm gonna do that. So I have been going through the process of doing what I was supposed to do in the first place, which is kind of have a true crafty playground for folks that need craft therapy like me. But not just my crafty friends, right? My friends, when it really confirmed for me the other day, my sister in law came over. Y'all know my favorite niece, Zuri, came over. She needed a craft baker. She just said she needed to come and craft. And I had never had, usually I have like, y'all know I'm have people down to the cafeteria, where they be in the kitchen. And so I usually have, oh, y'all look. I usually have, and I know how to pull it too tight. I usually have people in the kitchen So that covered up the staple too. In the kitchen, and it's more than one texture on here. And that was the first time I had someone come downstairs. Like, I have shown people downstairs, but I never had anyone come downstairs and like I just showed her how to do a journal page or something. And it wasn't even that she did the best. She was like, she was just happy when the biggest compliment was, she said, I just feel better because when she sat down, people are really tight when they sit down because they think it's a right or a wrong way to do things. And she was kind of, but after a while and after a Corona, which sidebar, in the Crafty Playground, we serve adult slushies. Thank you, Melzy. I'm so glad you wandered in here too. Make sure you come back. Don't be a wanderer. You're a butterfly. Flutter around. Meet a friend. As a matter of fact, you ran up into a crew of the most dynamic women in the whole whatnot world. Probably in the whole wide world too. Definitely in my world. They mean something. Every single person in here means something very, 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 very. They're very, very dear to me. I have not been in these whatnot streets as much to keep up with every single thing. But I can tell you this, that no matter if I'm near or far, they're so supportive. They're so meaningful, so intentional. Um, and you probably just met a tribe. I've been here developing myself so I could develop be a tribe. And I already, even when I didn't know I was doing it, they were doing it. Mellinger, thank you for being here because that's Mel. That's Mel. Get to know Mel. She's the boss. Janae, one of the most creative people on the planet, not just in these whatnot streets. Is Karen still in? I ain't gonna call. I feel like I'm sleepy too, y'all. I'm sitting up here like I'm getting a BET award. I like to thank my mom. Um, I know that's what I was getting ready to do. I'm cleaning up for real though, because I'm putting stuff up while I'm talking. So, because somebody has to figure out who we're gonna go see. Whose house are we gonna go to? Is anybody out here in these whatnot streets? Okay, so we all agreed that these are too flimsy for me to sell right now. I'm not gonna run them now, but I'm gonna put them in the shop and show them to you when I finish with them when you come back. So make sure you come back on Sundays for picnic Sundays. That's PICK. Picnic Sundays is when you come over. This week I'm not gonna lie to picnic. It's definitely gonna be a smorgasbord. It's not gonna be a main and two sides. It's probably gonna be me asking if y'all want me to open up one of them things right there. And you just pick it and I run it. Cause I got a de-stash, y'all. Um, yeah, did you say what it's like when what would they Michaels, it's a grab bag. So when you come back and see these, they will have a sentiment on the front and they will probably have some journaling type of information on the back. Okay. They mean something to me, just like y'all mean something to me. I appreciate you being here with me. I'm doing the right thing by being a good class citizen and picking up my things and putting them back where they belong. So my area won't look like that candle spot to my left. My favorite thing in the world, as far as crafting, used to be candle making. But now I love just hanging out with my crafty friends and my hood craft friends doing hood craft things most of the time with paper. I'm a Stampin' Up demo, so if you see anything that you like here, make sure you go over to Randomly Design, spelled just like DEE, two E's, design, past tense, .com, and you will be able to, oh, you can go over there and see my hood craft. I have some hood craft bucket hats. And also, you can get my just if y'all want to be my crab mates, or if you just want to support, you can go over there. If you see anything that you like from Stampin' Up, they have some great things going out because they have some greater things coming in. If you're a fall girly, just save your coins. I'll be demoing a few things coming really, really soon, because we're supposed to be getting ready for fall, like right now, right? According to Hobby Lobby, because they're all in our faces. Um, Thank you for being here. So where are we going, y'all? Y'all got someplace to meet? Whose house are we going to? Remember back in the day we were doing the Tasha LaRae challenge? It was always somebody in these whatnot streets. Where are we going? Who do y'all want me to take you? Whose house do y'all want me to drop y'all off at? Yeah. I thank y'all for keeping up with me. And I thank y'all for sitting with me. Thank you. And I'm gonna tell y'all in the nephew, y'all said y'all appreciate him too for sitting up there and man and all that stuff. I know we were outside, Janae. We were outside. Oh yes, we were, but all in everybody's that was a moment. All right, crafty gamer. That's who we're gonna go see then. So, with that being said, y'all make sure y'all come back and see me again on Craft Therapy Thursday. Oh, welcome to our new friend. Where did she go? Butterfly, Vintage Butterfly. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spreading a little bit of your energy and leaving some of your sparkles here. Make sure y'all come back to see me on next Thursday for craft therapy. See me on Tuesdays for Sample Tuesdays, and definitely in the Crafty Playground on Sunday for the picnic Sunday. So you can come in here and pick out some of the shit I could get so I can let more people in. Okay. So, with that being said, if you were here for 5 minutes, 50 minutes, or all of the minutes, I appreciate you. Thank you for leaving some of your beautiful magic right here. And we're going to go, who are we going to go see again? We're gonna go see. Make sure you come back, finish my hold on. Crafty Gamer. That's who we're gonna go see. I love y'all. This is a raid. Everybody raid the craft floor. Okay. Crafty Gamer. I love y'all. I talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend. Bye. God, also make sure y'all get your sparkles and your butterflies ready, right? Sparkles and butterflies only. Bye.